Hello, Aubrey. How's it going today?
I'm great, Lindsay. How are you?
Good, but I have a great question for you today. You ready?
Yes, let's hear it.
All right. So, what do you think when you hear the phrase, the secret's in the sauce?
Oh man, I think of fried green tomatoes. This was one of my favorite movies as a kid. I haven't seen it in a while, but I'm sure it holds up. Have you
hmm
seen that film, Lindsay?
Of course, I have. It's one of my top favorite movie. It probably is in my top three favorite movies of all time.
It's
It's
so
fantastic.
good. If anyone out
Um,
there, if you haven't heard of the film Fried Green Tomatoes, right after you finish this episode, go watch it.
yes,
Hopefully, it's available on streaming somewhere. It is so
sure.
excellent. And there is a
Yes.
part where we're not going to tell you why. You have to watch the movie so we don't spoil anything, but they say the secret's in the sauce, and you'll have to
Yes,
watch the film to find out why.
it's definitely a twist in the movie for
Yes.
sure. So go and check that out. Today's episode is inspired by a question from a listener in Instagram, right? Aubrey, would you like to
Yes.
read the listener's question?
Yes, this was from Anastasia Stacy, who said, "Hi, do you think you can make an episode about the following expressions: secret sauce and a diamond in the rough?"
All
So
right.
we actually did talk about diamond in the rough recently on an episode. It was you and Michelle. So stay
Mhm.
until the end. We'll give you that episode number so you can check that out, all about that expression.
Yes, we'll let you know where to go at the end of the episode. But for now, let's hunker down here and talk about, secret sauce and special sauce, right? So
Yes.
we're going to start with special sauce. Tell us about this.
Yeah, so we use this two different ways. The
Mm-hmm.
first way is about cooking, usually, right? It's a
Mm-hmm.
sauce that adds an important element to a dish that has ingredients that are typically kept secret. I think of Raising Cane's. Do you have Raising Cane's where you live? They have
Oh,
this like
no,
fry
no.
sauce. I
Oh,
looked up a copycat recipe, and the secret ingredient, I think, is Worcester sauce, which is funny. People say this
mm,
differently in the US. Sometimes
right.
they say like Worcestershire sauce,
Yeah.
but that I
Depends
think
on
is
where
the
you grew
secret
up, yeah.
ingredient.
Interesting, interesting. Okay, so here's some sample sentences. My grandma created a special sauce for her cinnamon rolls. That sounds
Mm.
delicious.
Right, so this is
Yep.
like the frosting on top. Who knows what she puts in it, maybe molasses or honey, and if
Mhm.
it's a special sauce, she maybe keeps it secret, right? You might ask
Yes.
her for the recipe and she might say, "Nope, that's my secret."
Right, right, and then sometimes these recipes get passed down among
Mhm.
families when someone they leave a cookbook and it gets passed down within the family, right? Love that.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yes, very often. Or you might say the diner is known for the special sauce they put on all their sandwiches, and this would
Mhm.
same thing, it would be like, "I don't know what's in this, some kind of aioli, it's delicious."
But it's good, yeah, and then restaurants will try to guard that recipe,
Yeah,
right? Mhm.
absolutely. Yeah, I
Understandably
worked
so.
for a restaurant here called Cafe Rio. It has
Mhm.
franchised since, so you've maybe eaten
Oh,
there,
nice.
and
No, I
they
haven't.
make their pork, they marinate it in Coca-Cola and
Oh
brown
my
sugar.
gosh,
It's
that's really unique. Are
delicious.
you supposed to share that?
I can't tell you, like, numbers, I never knew them, right? But I would watch them, like, fill the thing with Coca-Cola and go put it in the
Wow.
pork, and I think they tell
Interesting,
people that, but that was their secret
interesting.
ingredient was
Wow,
Coca-Cola for the
yeah.
sweetener.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of places will put, their sausage in beer or,
Oh, yeah.
marinate things in beer, that sort of thing. So the more unique you get, I mean, you just have to have a good chef who is willing to experiment, right?
Absolutely, right? And they can come
Mhm.
up with all kinds of interesting flavors by adding different
Yes.
things. But
All
we
right.
also use special sauce, totally unrelated to cooking,
Yes.
to talk about people's qualities. Maybe this is like an ability or a
Mhm.
practice that makes someone or something more successful or more unique and
Right.
distinctive.
Yes. So, for example, I've been impressed with the leadership at this company. They have a special sauce of making team members feel valued. So it could just be a team like a company value, the things that matter to that company and the people in that company, and it kind of emanates out to all the people,
Exactly,
right?
right? And we'll
Hmm.
call this a special sauce. So be like, "Oh, the leadership at that company is amazing. That's
Hmm.
clearly their special sauce." And you're just
Yes.
sort of saying like there's something that they're doing that's working, that's really unique, and
Hmm.
you just call it a special sauce.
Nice. Or we could talk about software. So, for example, this software's special sauce is how well it integrates with social media. Yeah. So,
And
I
it
mean,
means like it's quality, right? It's some
yeah.
kind of element about it that is really
Mhm.
making it work, is really making it successful.
I mean, I think most companies do need to develop this. Most companies, for better, for some do it better than others, but they
Mhm.
need to develop what they call a unique mechanism. The way they teach something, the way they build something that is different from other companies. But some it's more effective for some companies than others, I would say.
For sure,
Yeah.
something that makes them stand out and makes them distinctive. That's
Mhm.
really what leads to success when you really have your niche.
Yes, I love it. Okay, so now let's go into secret sauce, yeah?
Yes, and this I feel like it's pretty interchangeable.
Yeah.
There's maybe a slight difference here where this
Mhm.
someone might be even more secretive about this. So if you're talking
Mm.
about, you say the diner is known for the secret sauce they put on their sandwiches, this is definitely implying that don't ask for the recipe because it's a secret.
Yeah, and I think just to call out what we talked about at the top of the show, this could get confusing for our listeners because the quote from the movie is "the secret's in the sauce," and so it's a little bit. It could also be a secret sauce, and it probably is. It was a soup, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah, yeah, or like a
Yeah,
barbecue sauce, something
right.
like
It's a
that. Yeah.
sauce, but it's also. I just want to show the difference between the two phrases here. They're a
Yeah,
little bit
good point,
different.
right?
Yeah.
So you
Mm-hmm.
you kind of can say this 2 different ways, right? That the
Mm-hmm.
secret's in the sauce, it is in the
Mm-hmm.
sauce, and then we use this more like an adjective,
Yeah.
secret sauce.
Yes, and they essentially mean the same thing. Yeah. Love it.
Yes, exactly,
Yes.
and same with, like, software or companies or employees, right? You could say the
Mhm.
software's secret sauce is how well it integrates with social media, same
For sure.
meaning, it's really pretty interchangeable. You're just saying there's something really special and distinctive about it, and
Yes.
this in this case, it's how it integrates with social media.
Yes, I love it. And then, so some sample sentences for secret sauce. The diner is known for the secret sauce they put on all their sandwiches. Okay.
Yeah, and then
Nice.
just the tiny difference of it's more secretive, right? They're
Yes.
likely to and I think you can say special sauce, secret sauce.
Yeah.
The main reason they would say secret sauce is if it's more of a family secret or a trade secret.
Right. It's something they actively protect, right?
Right.
They will not
Exactly.
share it. But the special sauce could just be, hey, we make this all the time. It's why our sandwiches are good. It's not a
Exactly.
secret. You can have the recipe if you want, but we do it
Right.
here. Right.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think something interesting to think about is that everyone has a secret sauce or a special sauce, right? So everyone out
Yeah.
there listening, there's something about you that makes you unique and distinctive,
Yes.
something special. So we got to all
Yeah.
figure out what that is
Hmm.
and look for it in others, right? What a great thing to connect about.
Yeah, I mean, and we can I mean, this brings up a bigger conversation, but I love this topic. I mean, we can get to this through assessments like StrengthsFinder, looking at
Yes.
our unique ability, our unique genius, all these, there are lots of assessments and self inquiries that we can do. We can go on that journey and figure out what it is that we value, what it is that we do well, right?
Yes, figure out our strengths and our secret sauce.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, Aubrey, let's dive into a role play. And here we are working in a restaurant. Ooh,
Yeah, I'll
difficult,
start us out.
difficult. Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Do you know what's in this special sauce? Everyone loves it.
No, they've kept the recipe secret. I'm dying to know what's in it.
Well, the chef's secret sauce is making amazing meals, I guess, because this place has been packed since it opened.
We can take some credit too. I've seen a lot of great reviews about the service.
I guess you're right. Our secret sauce is excellent service. Nice.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it's true. It's a good conversation that restaurants have to have, with their management level and decide what do we do better? Do we there's one restaurant that used to exist in Boston called Durgan Park. Have you ever heard of this Durgan
No.
Park? Where their trademark, their secret sauce was that they would be really rude to customers, like, and in a jokey way.
Oh,
They would
funny.
actually like kind of not scream at you, but kind of tease you based on what you've ordered, and that was their secret sauce. They trained people on that.
People would go to get
Yeah.
ridiculed.
Yeah, and Boston is kind of can be sort of a rude people can be a little abrasive there, so it kinda worked in Boston.
I could see that. It would be
Mhm.
entertaining. You
Yeah, for
never
sure.
know what you're going to expect.
Yeah, unfortunately, it closed. So sad. So much
Hmm.
personality, but anyways,
Bummer.
yeah. Alright,
Well, let's go
so
through this. I first
yeah.
said, "Do you know what's in this special sauce?" So it's some kind of sauce that maybe they're putting on sandwiches. Like
Yes.
everyone clearly loves it.
Yes, perfect. So and then I said, "No, they've kept it a secret." And then you said, "Well, the chef's secret sauce is making amazing meals." So now I'm going more broadly. I'm saying that is his secret skill or his special unique ability in a way,
Yes,
right?
and this would be a kind of a fun way to play on words. If you're already talking
Mm,
about a
yeah,
secret sauce, a special sauce, a literal one at a restaurant, then to be
right.
like, "Well, the chef's secret sauce is creating these amazing meals," and now we're using it in this more idiomatic way of saying this is his special talent.
Yeah, that's a really creative way to take that term and bring it out into a bigger conversation about people, which is kind of more
Totally.
interesting in a way, right?
Absolutely, right? To talk about
Hmm.
someone having a secret sauce. Their secret sauce is something they
Yes.
do well.
Yes, totally. And then at the end, you said, Aubrey, what'd you say? You
I
said,
said, "Our secret sauce is excellent service." We were talking about the good reviews, and we're excited,
right.
so giving
Yeah.
ourselves a pat on the back here.
Right, exactly. I love it. So good. And I love again how we've brought that out to talk about personality. So I think, the call to action for our listeners today will be to dig into what is your secret sauce, right? Check out some of the
Yes.
tools that we mentioned earlier, and dig into that because we all do have one.
Absolutely, right? Find out your strengths and then you can use them to be successful at work and in life. And we
Mhm.
did promise to share the recent episode where you guys talked about the phrase diamond in the rough. What was that,
Yes.
Lindsay?
Yeah, that was 2169 Pearls of English Wisdom. I love that title.
Yes, so good.
Secret Sauce is titling. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
So check out that episode. We went pretty deep into this concept, and then you and I did a episode on diamonds too, the diamond
That was
industry.
interesting. Yeah, so you guys talked about that actual idiom, diamond in the rough, on that one,
Hmm.
but Lindsay and I did an episode about diamond mining and
Yes.
sort of the controversy behind that. So if you missed
Yes.
that, maybe just search diamond on the
Yeah.
website and you'll find
Hmm.
them both.
Yep, just come back to allearsenglish.com and type that in. And I guess a final thought would be not just taking that step of figuring out what your secret sauce is, but learning how to articulate it because it's only half the battle if we know what it is. But we want to articulate this to our boss at work and to our coworkers and to our families and our friends. So we have more opportunities to use our secret sauce, right, Aubrey?
Yes, absolutely. I love that. And to find out what is the secret sauce of those you know and work with, because what a great way to connect. And also,
Hmm.
you'll be able to be more successful working together if you know their strengths as well.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to do an episode. I'm not sure if we've done an episode on that, on how to introduce your unique skills and talents, how to
A
talk
great
about what
idea.
you do better than the average person.
And how to do it without bragging
Right.
or without seeming
Totally.
like you're just
Yes.
overtly bragging. Because sometimes we need
Exactly.
to do this in a way that's
Yeah.
a little more humble.
Yeah. So we're going to do that in another episode. Guys, hit the follow button right now on All Ears English if you love our style with a focus on connection, not perfection. All right, Aubrey, have a good day.
You
Talk to you
too.
soon.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.